So did all the lover boys just go and die or get lost somewhere? Like genuinely where are you? Like I where'd you go? Because I have never come across a genuine lover boy in this generation, and it's getting very upsetting.
The lover boys are gone. They're almost extinct. The status and assets requirement has them running. They're trying to avoid that buzzsaw. It's just preservation.
Girls only want to date a Chad. Actually, most of the hot girls I know want to date a scrawny, tatted, pierced, borderline bisexual, performative, matcha drinking, split the bill, 50-50 boy. Not a Chad.
Most of the girls you know. Good thing you had that in there. As long as we can all still agree, it's still the super handsome, 6'4", super successful kind. That's the first option. Oh yeah, and don't forget emotional intelligence. This guy has to be able to, read minds and be able to pick up the pieces at any point. He has to be on point at all times.
This might sound kind of messed up, but I do not like to date guys if I know that they've been with mid girls before me. Like, you have to have dated pretty girls, otherwise it's just a turn off to me.
Who's to say you don't fall in the mid category? To many men out there. Just a question.
You want to take me on a date? Show me how disciplined you are. Show me how disciplined you are first. Let's go discipline for discipline. Let's start there before I let you take me anywhere.
There's so much out there we have to deal with. Bills to pay, stuff to take care of. You have to save yourself the headache wherever you can. Sometimes it's just easier to hit the next button. Just skip to the next.
I'm a man. I'm a big, strong man, and I run this town. I run everything. I own everything because I'm a man. Big, strong man. I do everything because I'm a man. Pay my fucking bills and then we'll talk.
Somebody hit her with the classic big, strong, independent woman. Maybe you should get it yourself jab. That's always a convenient counter-finishing move. And of course, she thinks we don't notice her throwing those things around on screen, and that it's on purpose.
I use men for their money, and I think a man is only useful when he has money. And if you disagree with me, you're wrong, is what I would say if I was a complete loser. But I'm not, so clearly I don't believe or do any of that. But what's crazy is that a lot of girls out here are really, really doing that. I think it is the most devastating thing to dwindle a man's worth down to his paycheck. Can you imagine if someone dwindled down your worth to how good you cook? Now, personally, I'm a good cook, so I can handle that. But we shouldn't do things like that. I just think it sets a really bad example to even be joking about using men for their money or comparing their worth to money or anything of the sort, because it doesn't matter how much money a man's making. If he makes $1 million, it's not going to make him love you more. Honestly, I'm in the belief that if he makes a little bit less, he has more time to love you. So, I don't know. I just think we should treat everyone how we want to be treated. And I would never want to be judged off of how much money I make. So,
Trips, vacations, lavish lifestyles. That's what we're seeing online, so that's what everybody wants. This is not a surprise anymore. That's the sad part about all of this. How do we fix it? That's a big question.
When your boyfriend talks to you on the phone today and you tell him about all the expensive things you need to do for your face, and he says, I can't afford you. I need to make more money. That wasn't the expectation, but I like where your head's at.
There was pushback, of course, in the comment section. Bro's like, so to keep you, a man has to work himself to death or he's not good enough. And she's like, did I say that? No, you may not have said that specifically, but you did throw it out there. You definitely put that in the air so he could receive it. Like, hey, buddy, maybe it's time for you to spend a little bit. You catch my drift?
We give men too much credit for thinking because they have no skills in that department. When you say that you're flirting with a man all night, you were giving hints left and right. Does he know that? Because 9 times out of 10, they don't know. I mean, like, I really like men that get hit in the face. Slap him right across the cheek right there. He'll look at you and he'll be like, that's so strange. That's how obvious the hints could be. They're not going to get it. When I say you got to dumb it down to a man's level, that means that you just got to look at them in the eye and be like, I'm flirting with you. And then they'll be like, oh, but I'm not even gonna lie. Even then, they might go to their friends and be like, bro, she said she was flirting with me. I think she was just fucking with me. Like, da-da-da. They don't get it.
I mean, do you blame the men for being skeptical? A lot of games are being played out here. But yeah, we do like someone being straightforward. I don't like mind reading. I mean, sometimes it's just good to know what's going on right off the bat, so I don't have to guess. And I'm pretty sure a lot of men feel that way. So yeah, let's just normalize that. Thank you.
Yeah, one more thing about me. If we get married, there's no such thing as divorce, honey. If you get tired of me, go lay down for a few hours. If you're sick of me, go hang out with the boys for a little bit. But nope, you're not going anywhere and I'm not going anywhere. We're going to work this out. Got it?
If you don't pay a bit more attention, it can sound unhinged. But actually, a lot of people are feeling what she's saying in the comments. Yeah, because nothing is easy. And I don't think marriage is. I think I've made the point before. It takes work and you definitely can't easily give up. Her perspective is appreciated at the end of the day.
Okay, I'm for like so dead ass real, not trying to be funny right now. Is there like a condition or like a reason, a diagnosis, something to explain why a woman would only like men who don't like her back? Because I'm on a fucking streak right now, bro. And like, I don't think I'm ugly. I think I'm a solid like medium hot. Like, I'm not hot. Like, I'm not fine as fuck. But like, I'm definitely not fucking ugly. Don't come in my fucking comments telling me I'm ugly because you don't like my fucking eyelashes. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm not ugly. It's not like I'm trying to convince myself. But no, for real, like, is there like a person in the audience, like a psychologist in the audience who can explain to me what my fucking problem is? I bet you anything it's my mom. This has something to do with my mom. That bitch. R.I.P. Deborah.
Well, lucky for you, this is a common thing. There's a lot of people who are going after others who are quote unquote out of their league. So you're no different. But I'm sure there's someone out there for you. From what I've seen, I mean, you like to work out, you have a gym regimen, so that's a good start.
I think it's important to note that while my type is like tall, dark, and handsome, mustache, covered in tattoos, the typical man I date is medium ugly. Like, if you slide in my DMs and you can't believe that I'm answering you because you like think I'm out of your league, exactly, just my type. I am out of your league, and don't forget it.
Even after saying she goes for medium ugly, she still couldn't avoid someone getting in there and saying, who thinks you're out of their league? Brutality.
I need someone to explain this to me. Why is it in the dating world, a man will pursue you for, 2 months, and you finally give in, show some interest, start hanging out, and then they act like, oh no, gotta go, I'm too busy, I don't got time. What do you mean you don't got time? You've been pursuing me for the last 2 months. Finally gave in because I wasn't gonna let anybody ruffle my feathers or get in my head, and here we are. Oh, dating sucks in 2026 too.
Someone quickly commented with the possible reason. They got to know you. Yeah, how long have you been at this anyway? How long have you been in the game? You look like you're of a certain age. You shouldn't be doing this now. You should have someone already.
You know what, bitch? Like, fuck everyone. Like, actually fuck everyone.
Oh boy.
I'm too fucking good for this world, and that's not ego. That's not ego, it's the truth. Like,
What
I'm too fucking
happened?
good for this world. Like, no matter what happens to me, I still decide to be kind as fuck and generous as fuck. And no one fucking appreciates that shit, and that's fine. Don't appreciate me, that's fucking fine.
Sounds like
but I'm
feelings
too good
and
for this
emotions were
world.
played with.
And I don't care. Call me cocky, call
With
me
a
what
monster
you want.
this
I don't
guy.
care. I'm too, like, this world does not deserve me.
Or maybe it's
Y'all
her job.
don't fucking
I'm not quite
deserve
sure.
me, for real.
Yeah, Urban Outfitters is tripping. I'm not sure that's them. I'm just playing.
All right, here's an interesting question. Do you guys, when you're talking to someone, right, and someone ghosts you, whatever, would you rather be ghosted or, excuse me, or would you rather them tell you and communicate with you why they're not interested in seeing you anymore? Because here's the thing. If they're going to say some off-the-wall bullshit, it might hurt your feelings, right? But if you're getting ghosted, you're getting your feelings hurt anyway, right? So, like, which one do you choose?
I'm sure most want to know just for the closure part of it, but I also do get the ghosting part of it for the ones that don't want to deal with the situation and deal with the awkwardness of it all. I get that part.
So, remember an hour ago when I was like, yeah, fuck that man, we're gonna disregard that, because he asked me to bring him a drink because he's thirsty at work, and so I'm doing that, and he said he wanted something hydrating, so I got 4 different types of Gatorades. I bought a kombucha, some Pellegrino, I even got 2 Diet Cokes because he loves Diet Coke. Something's wrong with me. He said, come to my work, and I said, okay, I'll bring all the stuff. Fuck.
You can't shake off this man's aura, huh? Well, at least you know it. You being real with yourself. That's all right. We know this happens all the time. It's common.
My controversial hot take is that I think men just want to be snuggled and taken care of so bad. And they don't talk about it because that would be like emasculine, but they want it. Every time they see a video like this, they're just itching to be little spoon, itching to be cuddled, itching to just hug and have their face right here. They really want to be short kings. They want to be adorable and cute and taken care of. But unfortunately, our society just doesn't let them have that very often. It's very sad.
I don't know about all that, the way you're putting it. Yeah, I mean, men do want to be taken care of and feel like their women do care and want to take care of them, but I don't know about the way you're putting it. And bro is in the comments like, I'm 5'7", so I want to be a little spoon. Feel all warm, safe, and loved. I know that I would cry. What the hell is going on?
Here's where I call bullshit on feminists. You guys want to be treated equal? Okay, how about men go to you and say, you need to make 6 or 7 figures? That is fucking crazy and extremely unattainable for most women. Second of all, say you're a guy and you don't come from money and you fucking spend all your time, all the best years of your life. You're going to fucking school, you're hustling, you're finally making 6, 7 figures. I'm sorry, what are you gonna want to do? You're gonna like want to run around, have fun because you deserve it, get your fucking dick sucked by every hot girl in sight, which I am absolutely not throwing shade as a female. I completely understand that. And it's like, yeah, and then what? You're gonna go settle down with a 5? Fuck that. Even if you are gonna settle, that bitch is gonna be a solid 10. I don't even understand. I'm a woman and I understand this. I don't understand how others can't. It's like, come on, dude. He put in the work. He deserves it. You don't.
I'm gonna have to say I agree. She hit it all on point. Everything was right. Every last point. You know, hey, why shouldn't a man expect all this with all the work they put in? Yeah, that was a good take. That was a perfect take.
I just saw a guy post a video about 5 reasons why everyone's single right now. And it was just, he hit all the points so perfectly. If I remember his name, I'll like drop his name or tag it in the comments. But there was one point he talked about in particular that I thought was so interesting that not a lot of people talk about why everyone is single. And it's actually something I've seen a lot, especially used kind of as an excuse for men. But I just thought this point was really interesting because the obvious reasons are, you know, social media, dating apps, etc., has ruined dating, which we know this. Yes, that's true. But another point he made is that
a lot of people, like older generations, when they met when they were like super poor, or like they didn't have to be like in a certain place in life in order to get into a relationship and get married. And now we see a lot of people today who use that as an excuse to not get into a relationship or not want something serious or not want marriage. They say that they need to do X, Y, and Z, or they need to make a certain amount of money in order to be in a relationship or feel comfortable to take something seriously. And I especially see this with men a lot, men that I've talked to, men that my girlfriends have talked to, even guy friends that I've talked to who are almost 30 and still not ready because they're not where they want to be in life, or they're not making a certain amount of money, or don't have that business that they've been wanting to start, which to a certain extent I get. Sometimes you do need to focus on yourself and you really just don't have time to bring another person into your life. But it gets to a certain point where I just feel like it's like, I'm sorry, but you're going to end up being single for the rest of your life. Like, I think that if you want a family, then prioritizing getting into a relationship is something that should be important to you, especially when you're in your late 20s, because you're going to start running out of options. People are going to start getting into relationships and getting married, and your options become more and more limited the older you get. And one example I can think of is somebody that I know who is in their mid 30s already, and is someone who is like posting and like reposting content about like having to like work on yourself, or like kings chase the crown and don't chase the queen, like that type of content. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, but and this is a person that has said that like they do want to get married and have a family one day. And I'm like, you're already in your mid 30s and you're like consuming and liking this kind of content of like you still need to keep working on yourself and like achieve all these things, like just obviously like not prioritizing or like wanting to put any sort of effort into starting some sort of serious relationship. Like, I don't know. I really don't understand it, because to me, I think that you can always work on yourself and better yourself even while in a relationship. Like, isn't that the whole point? Like, you're going to change and grow, but you're going to do that with somebody who is there to support you and be in your corner. And I think that whole aspect of a relationship is so cool. And like, I am someone who wants a family and kids. If you don't ever want a family and kids, and obviously it's not something you ever need to prioritize. But I don't know, it's just something I've seen time and time again with like guys, especially that like I've talked to, or just like guy friends of like, they're already in their late 20s or early 30s and they're still not ready to settle down because they're not in the certain place that they want to be in life. And like my parents, for example, they have been happily married for a long time and met when they were both super poor. And my mom just knew that my dad was a really hard worker, had a lot of ambition and drive in life, and wanted to grow with him, and they did together. My mom was able to become a stay-at-home mom because my dad now makes a lot of money, but he wasn't when they first met, and my mom was actually making more money than him when they first met. And yeah, I feel like we've like completely lost that. Like, I don't know, I think it's just really interesting. Like, I think our culture a lot really emphasizes this like self, like you need to like work on yourself and like self-improvement and self-growth. And it's like, yes, to a certain extent you do, and it is important, but it just gets to a certain point where it's like, if you're not going to put any sort of effort into trying to like meet people or get into like a serious relationship, and having a family and kids is something you want, it's like, then like, how are you going to get that? Like, I don't know. Does anybody else like feel this way or have experienced this? But it's crazy it's really crazy to me, because I'm like, you're already like I'm like, dude, what do you mean you're not ready yet? Like, you're literally running out of time. Like, and I guess for women too, it's like women who like want kids maybe think about it more than guys who want kids. It's like, we do have like a biological clock in a sense. Guys don't really have to worry about that as much. So maybe that's like part of the reason too, but I don't know. I just find it so interesting. And yeah, it's like, you can still work on yourself while getting into a relationship. Like, I just don't understand.
Well, everything you're saying makes a lot of sense. I agree with most of it, if not all of it, but the pressure is there, especially now. And I'm going to start with the men. I mean, to feel like you have enough and you earn enough for you to support a family. And you are judged by family members when you're trying to court and get with people and get married. You feel like you have to be in a certain space and have to be earning a certain amount of money so that you're seen as this person who is ready to take on all of it, and raise a family and take care of people. And so you end up seeing men taking a little longer to pick somebody, which isn't such a bad thing for the men, because I think even while they're getting older, they still have a chance to find someone and find a relationship. I mean, of course, you have to look out for the part of if you're trying to have kids when you're a certain age, there's that point about it. But I feel like a man still has a chance to get to all those things after they achieve whatever they're going for as far as finances and a certain place in life. Now, for the women, you maybe want to do that earlier while you're still young and not wait too long. At least that's what everything that we watch is telling us right now. You can't afford to wait and take too long to find somebody with that proverbial clock, that clock ticking on you. You have to try to find someone in your earlier years, in your fruitful years, whatever that's supposed to mean. But yeah, this is a pressure out there that we have now. It would be nice to just get together and just like take on everything and grow together and earn together and start a family and get to a certain place in a joint effort. But that's not the way things are right now. And so that's where we kind of find ourselves. I wish we could go back to that point, but I think it's too late to turn back now. And now we have to find out how we could just make this work and make the adjustments. This has been it for this one. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Until the next one.